All right, we're live. If you're just joining us now on the replay, I really appreciate you watching. Hit the subscribe button, the bell for notifications so you can repair your credit here. It's going to be nice and easy for you. We make the system nice and easy for you. So, we're talking about removing a judgment. We're talking about vacating judgment. We're talking about getting these negative, nasty things off of there and what you can do also to stop garnishment, okay? So, we've got some people coming in. I appreciate you. For Real Girl 42, hi, good to see you. William, good to see you. Chrissy, hey. Gordy, nice to see everybody on a Saturday afternoon. Thank you for spending your afternoon with me here to help you repair your credit and get the life you deserve. All right, Robert, good to see you. People are trickling in. So as we start, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how we vacate these judgments. Now, judgments and garnishments can sometimes go hand in hand. I've been getting emails of people that's been asking, hey man, how do I stop this garnishment? What the heck is going on? A lot of individuals don't even realize that they had a judgment against them. And that's how these individuals are getting their garnishments of their wages. So you want to make sure that if you have a judgment or if you've been through the process and it's been default and all this good stuff, you can request relief. Okay. So you can make a motion on the following grounds. Okay. You were not properly served. Okay. This is one of the big issues is people are not getting properly served. All right. The collection agency fails to validate, okay, response to your request for validation under the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act. You can vacate the judgment under those reasons. Perhaps you were not available to make the summons, right? You weren't available to get to court for some medical reasons or some hospitalization, military service, all right? And the other thing that could be is that they filed paperwork for the judgment. You responded to it and they filed a default judgment anyway, all right? So all those are reasons to have this vacated. Now, you are going to present this stuff to the courthouse, and once they do, you'll be able to file a motion to dismiss the case under similar reasons. Of course, you want us to talk to, the courthouse, your lawyers, that kind of stuff. This is not meant to substitute for any tax or legal advice for you. But when that happens, garnishments stop, okay? So they're not able to continue to garnish. The reason they're able to garnish is because they have the judgment, all right? So just want to make sure that, I'm sorry, I'm scrolling here. Want to make sure I check in on any questions y'all might have. Now, that's phenomenal. But you're saying, Brian, I got other negative, nasty items off of there, okay? Yes. Okay, great. So that's the other thing. So student loan garnishment was not properly served. What's the remedy? Okay. So double check the judgment. You can dispute all your judgments with the credit bureaus as well. Okay. This is massive. You can get all these negative public items off of there. Also, I'm going to send you an individual here that might be able to help you with the loans. Okay. And you can set up rehab situations so they stop taking your money, along with potentially asking for the original instrument of indebtedness, all right, asking for to exercise their equity and see what they have, see if they have a no, see if they promise or no, okay? Oh, Robert Hunchett, I just got an email that Equifax got breached again through Macy's and Bloomingdale stores. So perhaps you use Macy's or Bloomingdale stores, Robert. Thank you for letting the subscribe tribe know here. And that's why we want to help one another. This tribe is getting big. We're almost 63,000 subscribers. I appreciate every single one of you. So if you want to be part of the tribe, hit the subscribe button. Subscribe now. Hit the bell for notifications so we get information like this to each and every one of you. Equifax got breached again. And when you're doing with the deal with the breach and you got the Macy's stores, the Bloomingdale stores, if you have data with them, right? So maybe you have a card or you sign up for a newsletter or whatever, just double check. Maybe you want to freeze your Equifax report if you haven't done so already. Chicago's finest gotta go. All right, brother, I understand. It's all good. Appreciate any time you can spend a little time on your credit, all right? Trish's got to watch later. She's at work. I appreciate you. If you're going to watch the replay, I really appreciate that as well. No worries. If you're watching the replay right now and this video is helping you out, give a thumbs up. I appreciate it. Okay. This is great. So if the company doesn't respond to CFPB, which is phenomenal, right? It'd be better if they just delete that. But if they don't, they're violating a federal bureau that is designed to help you, right? So that's court time, right? And unfortunately, you might have to do that. BBB, Better Business Bureau. You've given them due process. It's always due process notice. That's why you do this. Because if you wouldn't just to go right to the court would be like, well, what did you do, right? But they're not responding. That's they've kind of dead to rights now. Man, this is getting out of hand. Equifax, yeah, it is getting out of hand. Equifax. You would think by now Equifax would have some encryption. Oh, wow, this is great. Rage Against the Machine. I told one of my best friends about your courses, and he bought your courses, and his credit score has already gone up after he sent out your letters from. All right, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Awesome. I appreciate you all for being here and being very, very supportive. I love it. How do I clear dismissed BK? Nothing was paid. Yes, absolutely. These dismissed BKs drive me up the wall, okay? And the reason why is because it was dismissed. You're not even getting the discharge, you know? You're not even getting the removal of all the debt, but they're still reporting it as a BK. It doesn't make any sense. And that's why I've invested in these, writing up these BK letters that are for dismissals. And it took some time, but you've seen it before, I'm sure. Now, we have a very specific BK dismissal letter. And it says, I know for a fact your company receives information on bankruptcy from a third-party system known as PACER. The PACER system is inaccurate, incomplete, so forth and so on. Now, what goes on here, to be more specific about dismissed BKs, let me get into it, okay? Under 1681 relating to bankruptcy about dismissals or filings, okay? So the Fair Credit Reporting Act mentions nothing in section 1681 relating to bankruptcy about dismissals or filings. The law is very clear and states that from the date of adjudication or date of order relief, but you're not getting any of that when it's dismissed. Only if it's discharged are you getting relief. Do you have a date of adjudication? So this is why the dismissed BK letters are so powerful for you during your dismissed BK. And it shouldn't be on there. And you can dispute it directly with LexisNexis, the bureaus. You have the letters. You can get it in the Beyond Committed package at 609creditrepair.com, or we can do the work for you at theawesomelifegroup.com. All right. Yes, Larry, thank you so much. Sending out first round of letters to let you know how it goes. I appreciate it. Okay, excellent. So, yep, okay. Excellent. Be we for president. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm going to read this for you. Okay. So an individual got pressured. Okay. They said they got pressured into starting to pay a collector. Now we know we don't be paying no collectors, right? No third party collectors. If we go through the verification process, the validation process, the disputes, they have a great chance of coming off your reports and going away. All right. But this individual was talking about, hey, a couple of years ago, didn't know about the credit repair process. This person was saying they felt pressured into paying the collector. And of course, it's ACH right through their bank account every month, you know, and they want to, how can I still challenge this? What do I do? Can I get them to repay the money? If they can't prove it's mine, what can I do, right? So number one, you start sending those dispute letters right to the bureaus, the validation right to the collectors. Yes, if you feel like they're not providing you this information. Now, remember, paying a collector never really boosts your score. Okay. The only thing it really will do is if, let's say, you're going for a loan like a mortgage and they are very specific about it and they say, okay, look, you got to pay up a collection, or that collection has to come off of there. That's why we dispute them. You can go ahead and dispute that and your score will come up and get that off of there. Now, just because you're paying doesn't mean that it validates anything. Okay. That does not verify anything. They'll try and use that as a scapegoat, but it's not. It's not. Now, as far as getting the funds back, that'll be much more challenging. You would probably have to get a court order, a stay of execution on that. So they would have to put a put and get the money back. But it is possible. And you know, don't get discouraged. I really appreciate this individual sharing this with us, because a lot of times people do feel pressured, and you shouldn't feel pressured by these. If you feel pressured by somebody who wants to get funds out of you, you know that they're going about it the wrong way. If you wanted to sign up with us at the Awesome Life Group, it would be an open kind of policy, right? Be open. It wouldn't be like, you got to sign up now and do this. No, it would be like, what do you need? Are you sure? Is this optimal for you to get the awesome life that you need? We just want to get you the help. Yeah. That's why, these collectors are a pain in the ass. Excuse my language. Okay. Sent first round of letters, finally getting responses. Some accounts closed. One removed, score went up 35 points. Fantastic work. Let's see. How many letters are for late payments? Okay, so with the 609 letters, you can put unverified late payments on the letters. You can put underneath the provide physical evidence, unverified late payments, okay? And so you can do that. You can do goodwill letters, all right? So you have 4 rounds there, 3 rounds goodwill. You've got late payment dispute as well. You can get all this in the Beyond Committed course, all right? So this is a lot for late payments. With the disputes, you have the validation letters, you've got the 623 method, you've got a lot. There's a lot for you in the Beyond Committed package, which you can get at 609 credit. Repair.com. All right. Pardon me, I'm just scrolling. Make sure I get these. Yep. Okay, cool. I've seen this before. All right. This is the thing. Late payments, okay, 9 days late, and 3 years ago, all right, you're going to dispute. And this time it came back, means FCRA, this and that. They just put that on. They just put that on there to try and get you to go away, basically, right? Is this something that they'll put on there, updated? Well, it means no. They're not verifying properly. They're not doing what they're supposed to do. They're using automatic system eOscar. You want to send your next round of letters in. Don't give up. And same thing with goodwill. Goodwill letters, I think people will send a letter or two and then they get kind of discouraged. Oh, well, no, take some time, take some rounds, take some calls. You're going to be all right. Wow. Student Michael Muppin Jr. Also, everyone watching these letters work. I'll have his car on my report now. Student loans were deleted by Equifax. Congratulations, Michael. Fantastic. Had 4 collections removed as well. Good work, Michael. Fantastic. Okay, what letters do I send first? Yes, okay, credit bureaus or the collectors. So the or in there, you want to strike that out and put both and at the same time. Don't give them a chance to breathe, all right? Send your credit repair letters, the 609 letters, to the bureaus. Send your collector validation letters to the collectors. You can do it at the same time. It puts a lot of pressure on them to have to be able to verify within 30 days and validate within 30 days. And they also have to stop all collection process during that collection period. Yeah. So they have to stop collecting. And that means stop talking to the bureaus and everything. They have to do their internal investigation first, send your stuff out, then they can continue and then do with their investigation what the bureaus have asked. So it really caps what they're able to do. Yes, Tara, excellent. Okay, you're getting movement with your reports. You sent your first round of letters, couple of collection accounts closed. Now you want to send that second round. You want to see what they have. Your method of verification, you'll start seeing some stuff move, start getting some deletions. It takes a little time, right? It takes a little time. You're going to get there. You got this. And again, if you guys need anything, I'll put my email in here, right? Make sure. Yes, oh, that's right. Sorry for the typing. Okay. Trying to buy. Okay, great. So, Core, if you're looking to get all the letters for the BK, the LexisNexis, the freezes, the seals, the collections, the inquiries, all that can be done in the Beyond Committed package. That's the one that a lot of people are looking for now, getting really good results. All right, let's see. Wow, nice. Oh, wow, this is great. I sent dispute, Tadra. I hope I don't get that wrong. Chanel. I sent dispute last week, and 2 things have come off so far. That's fantastic. That's really great because, and this is a good indication of sticking with it, because we've been working emails back and forth, making sure that everything was squared away. At first, it wasn't. Not everything was, trying to get some stuff and it's updated. Now, boom, 2 things have come off. All right, so it does happen. It does work. Okay, great. Bad credit, medical bills. It's with an attorney collector at this point. Does the hospital give them this information with my signature on it, or is that a HIPAA violation? It's a HIPAA violation. Unless you gave away and signed saying, hey, I allow third parties to look at my information, they're not allowed to look at your information, right? They're not allowed to know what you had done medically and all this stuff, and the billing and all that. Right? They're not allowed. They have to provide you a signed HIPAA release showing that you said that was all good. And they don't. They don't. Okay? They don't. They don't. Get all fired up. Get all pumped up. All right? Saturday afternoon. It's nice and warm. I hope it's nice and warm everywhere where you are. If you're watching replay, thank you so much. Hit the subscribe button and that bell for notifications for the next time I go live. You get your questions answered right here. Equifax didn't send a response. Should I send second round? Well, we've got the non-response letters. Okay. The non-response letters are fantastic because it addresses their specific non-response. This is what's so important about having the proper procedures, the proper process, because they'll do whatever they can to do to make it easy on themselves, do electronic stuff, e-Oscar, make it easy, whatever. But on our end, we're very specific. We'll say, hey, verify this. What was your method of verification? Oh, now you're not responding. And so when you build your case and you send in a letter that says, hey, you're not supposed to use e-Oscar, and they use e-Oscar, and we keep it very specific, and there's a super broad in general, when you have to finally file a complaint, if you have to, right? Most people don't have to, right? If you have to, or you have to go to court, you say, I did X, Y, and Z. I tracked everything. I gave them time to respond. I told them they weren't responding. I told them they're not supposed to be using e-Oscar per what we have in case law in the letters, and they continue to violate my rights. So what else am I to do? I have to come here, right? So I'm enclosing a copy of the letter that I mailed to your company via certified mail requesting that you verify the alleged debt. All right. The tracking number is here. It could be 30 days in accordance with 1629E. All right. So it's all here and it goes to the bureaus. You can do that in lieu of round 2. And then when they come back and say nonsense, you can send round 2. All right. But a lot of times items get deleted after that time. Okay, great. So where should you be sending a validation letter to the collection agency? Yes, you'll have to find their address you can send it to. Is there a process for the medical bills? So you want to send a validation letter to the medical collector, see what they send back. When they send back, hey, CPT codes, and this is what you had done. You had an IV on this day, and you had an exam for tooth infection, whatever, right? They're not supposed to have that information unless they also attach a signed HIPAA release form showing that you've given consent for a third party to see this medical information. And then you send in your HIPAA dispute letter to the credit bureaus. And let me get this right now so you guys understand, because we had questions. So this is fantastic. I'm glad you asked these questions about this. All right. Please be advised I have requested validation of an item reported to you by the above original creditor or / collector, and you can adjust that as needed. So it says original creditor or collection agency. Put what you need. I've received a response that clearly violates the rights of HIPAA. Okay. You put the agency's name, did not provide me a HIPAA release that releases my medical information to them. It goes on to explain to them that I urge you take this extremely seriously as I've documented my case without error. Okay. The letter is a little bit longer than that, but I don't just want to bore you about that. And we've also talked about HHS.gov, which is fantastic. Fantastic. It's not just the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau because it's really not a financial bureau, right? It's not as financially tied. It's medical HIPAA complaint, and HHS.gov will handle these HIPAA medical complaints, and they take them very seriously and put that up there for you. And you have rights. People don't know how much medical rights they have because they're used to the medical system not being there for them. The sick care, the insurance rates that are crazy, it's wild. But civil rights, you do have them, and these HIPAA rights are a big deal. I have family members who are in the medical profession, and they tell me about this stuff all the time. J-Rod, this really works. I felt so helpless before finding Brandon on YouTube. Now most of my derogatory remarks have been deleted from my credit. Such easy process because the videos and letters. Thank you very much, J-Rod. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. All right, Brandon, you're gold. You guys are gold. You guys are wonderful. I appreciate you all coming in on a weekend. Y'all are working on the weekend like me. This is why you guys who are on the live stream right now are going to go so far with your lives. I'm so proud of you. I'm so pleased to be around high quality individuals like yourself. And I don't just say this because I love it. I love being here. I don't just say this because you guys are so wonderful to me, but I say it because I see what you guys are doing and you inspire me. There are some individuals out here who have come so far and have done so much, have gotten dream cars and dream houses. Hey man, I still don't have a car. All right, don't buy a car. I still don't got a car. I walk through public transit to get rides with my buddy, that kind of stuff, and with the Uber thing and get around. But I don't have a dream house yet either. So y'all inspire me to be better. So I appreciate you. Okay. How to remove child support? Send disputes in. All right. Support. You can dispute it and get off there. As long as it's paid up. Being paid, that's the only one that they get uptight about. Okay, that's the only one they get uptight about where you guys to be paying, right? You're in the rears, you be cautious because they're gonna come after you, right? Support is this wild non-consumer debt thing that, look, I don't know if we're really supposed to be on there, okay? That's neither here nor there, right? But you can dispute it, has come off. I've seen it come off from people's reports. You're gonna be okay. Eat a lemon and I will donate $100. Oh, that's funny, man. I appreciate it. I got these nice pearly whites I've been working on. That lemon would destroy my enamel, brother. Like the teeth. I didn't always have good teeth. It took a lot of time. It took a lot of time. Just like your credit repair can take a little time, but it's worth it. Mary, you got some reinsertions? No. We got that reinsertion letter for you. It's not supposed to happen. It shouldn't happen. Also, make sure you're getting it in black and white. Sometimes people will look at a credit monitoring service and it'll be in and out or something like that. But no, they're absolutely not allowed to reinsert things. I have a reinsertion letter and I've got the case law here. Let me pull this up. I keep a few things on deck, right? Keep a few things on deck here. They reinsert a deleted item, meaning the bureaus, on your report without notifying you with a written notice within 5 business days. That's a $1,000 violation. FCRA, okay, $1,000 per each time they do it. So you have a couple here, $2,000 in your pocket. Man, I'm telling you right now, you take that $1,000 and you enjoy. Now you'll have to send them this letter, right? Due process, that good stuff. Because if you send them the letter and they take it off, well, that's what you really want, right? I mean, that you want this gone. But we've seen this before, and it is very helpful. Okay, I hope this typing's not too loud. All right. If any information that has been deleted from a consumer files pursuant to subparagraph A is reinserted in the file, the consumer reporting agency shall notify the consumer of a reinsertion in writing not later than 5 business days after reinsertion, or if the authorized by the consumer for that purpose, and so forth and so on. It talks about, having to have the business name, the address of the furnisher, where did you get this information, how did you put this on there, what method, it goes on and on and on and on and on. This is a serious violation of the Fair Credit Reporting Act, and I reserve the right to pursue further action. The agency may, and basically you're saying, delete this immediately, all right? You give them the case law, you give them the information that they need to basically write their own ending, right? Delete it. I've told you everything that you need to do. I've told you the laws. I've told you the case law, what we'd go to court for. You better do your job. And this is why the letters work. This is why when we talk about people saying, hey, this is working for me, this is working for me, that's working for me. And it takes time, it's a process. But because we have the right verbiage, we have the right stuff in there to push on them, the right violations and how they're violating your rights. This is why it's so imperative to get the right course and the right training, right? You can get it at 609creditrepair.com if you are watching the replay, or we can do it for you at theawesomelifegroup.com. And this is wonderful. It says, Courtney, this is fantastic. Thank you so much. Thanks to Awesome Life Group, my score went from the low 500s to 686 in as little as 4 months. So it takes a little time, a little process, but to go from poor credit to being good credit. And now what we could do is, if you're ready to rock and roll with something, right? You got to purchase, you got to make a loan or something like that. We could always do AU, boost you up a few more points, get you up close to that 700 club, right? And this is, for me, a few months, 4 months, it's fast. To me, that's really quick, because I went through years of bad credit, years of not knowing. So I'm very, very excited for you guys, and very happy that you're subscribed here and sharing and helping one another, and letting us know how it's going. So, all right, let's see what we got. Sorry, I missed some of the questions. Oh, sorry, Brian said no. Oh, no response. Okay, no response. All right. So we have, okay, yes, we have letters for non-response to collectors as well. Okay, great. Let me see here. We'll believe that's what you're looking for. All right. So in the Beyond Committed package, it's got everything. All right. And what you'll do too is you'll send a letter to the bureaus as well after these collection validation letters, and it'll say, hey, the collector failed to validate this, and I'm doing my own investigation. I'm asking you to verify this. How come we're not able to get a consensus on this? Okay. How come I can't find anything, but you say you can, right? So that's it. All right. So this is a non-response from a collector. Okay. Under Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, I've requested validation for the debt. You say, oh, I've given you 30 days to remedy the situation. Okay. I've not received a reply from you. You can put the date, certified tracking receipt if you send certified. All right. Since you're still reporting this account on my report, you are now in violation of the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act and are now subject to fines of $1,000, which I might collect from you by filing in small claims court. All right. I intend to file this suit if I don't hear back from you in 15 days. You know how they give you that, well, if we don't hear back from you in 30 days, then we're going to assume the debt is yours. Now you got them. Now you're sending letters. Now you have them on the hook. And the reason you can do this 15 days, now they have 30 days to respond to you, yes. But you can now shorten the time to 15, because you're not saying, I want a response from you in 30 days for this. I'm asking you to remedy this in 15 days, or I can file suit. You can file suit at any time. You don't have to give them a time period. As long as you've given the process and say, okay, I've done this, this, and this, I'm just letting you know, right? And sometimes people are like, oh, they did respond back, but hey, man, you had your chance, right? You gave the collector their chance. They're trying to pressure you and hurt you, and just like we talked about in the beginning with this individual who emailed in and said, I felt pressured. It's not to put some pressure on them. Okay, I'm not having it. All right, not having it. Let's see what we got here. Do a few more. I know it's Saturday afternoon. Everybody's excited to get out there and have a good time. So we'll just do a couple more, and I will let you guys in. Okay, let's see a couple more. Let's see. Ooh, have to make up how long I'm going to take to disputing. Ah, nice. 2 BKs. This is fantastic. Okay. A couple bankruptcies in the maiden name. Okay. It's attached to your social, right? We get the maiden name and social, and your name is going to update. All right. How long should I wait after disputing personal information in the first round? Should I wait for the BKs until the end? Thanks. So what you want to do is you want to make sure your name has been updated, right? It's going to be different than what the BK is going to have. And then you want to get that old name off. You're probably going to want to go ahead and knock out the name first. It's going to make it a little bit easier for you, right? Now, of course, you're going to have the same, credit file, the same social, but the problem is they're going to have an older name out there in the LexisNexuses, okay, and the Pacers. That's inaccurate, and they're not going to be able to verify that and link that up, all right? A lot of these strategies you get at 609creditrepair.com, or we can do it for you. We can find the violations. We can do the report for you. I'm excited. I'm pumped up. I appreciate you all for being here so very much. I would love to hear more about your questions and concerns. I'm going to put my email in here. It is Saturday afternoon. I'm excited for you guys. I want you to go have a wonderful day. Enjoy. Do not worry about this stuff, okay? These guys are running scared. That's why they intimidate. That's why they force. That's why they try and put pressure. And now we're doing it on them, okay? So I really appreciate you. If you need anything, my email is out there for you. I am going to have a wonderful live stream for you guys soon. Another one, more wonderful videos coming out here. I want to give very generously to you guys. So enjoy your Saturday, enjoy your weekend, have a wonderful time. And until I see you in person, I will see you on the other side. You take care.